Okay, you guys, so I am sitting here the night before the launch of round 5, not looking the cutest that I ever have, but I feel like we're at a point in our relationship where like you're probably okay with that. Here's the deal of what happened tonight. It was 8 p.m. and I was like, I'm gonna have like a nice big glass of wine to relax and do everything left that's needed to do before this launch. Because it's a little stressful and I like have my candles lit. Ooh, that's hot. I have my diffuser going. I'm not gonna move it though. I've been drinking cinnamon apple tea and doing all of my favorite relaxation techniques. And I was like, okay, well, clearly I deserve a glass of wine. And what happens? It's actually fine and it's not as bad as it looks. I could have used a Band-Aid, but it turns out I'm an adult who owns a home and didn't realize that I needed to put Band-Aids in the home. So anyways, Scotch tape around toilet paper is doing for now, and I'm actually completely fine. I didn't even cut myself with the wine opener. You guys, I literally cut myself with the metal that was like sealed to the top of the wine. It was so sharp that I cut myself 3 times, like 3 mini cuts through this finger. It's the weirdest thing ever and like the most me thing that's ever happened. So anyways, there are 2 things that I want to talk to you guys about tonight. But first of all, I just want to check in and I want to say that I really hope that you're enjoying Fitmas so far. I really hope that you guys are feeling good about it. And I also hope that you're not stressing about being perfect with it. Something that was so important to me with this month was like, yes, to give you a sense of like accountability, a sense of community. Yeah, that stuff is so important. But on top of that, I just wanted to give you a resource of things to use that were there for you to try when it worked for your schedule. So like, let's just say that you've only been able to do like 4 of the Fitmas workouts so far, or even whatever. That's not the end of the world. And you shouldn't be beating yourself up about it because you have all of these workouts for you that you can save in your phone and have as a resource for whenever you want to do them. You don't need to do these in order. You don't need to be obsessive with hitting them every single day. I wanted to provide a resource for you, and so that's what they are, but like, they shouldn't be causing you more harm than good. You know what I mean? Like, I, of all people, am so understanding about the fact that it's like, you have so many family commitments, you have friend stuff, you have to study potentially if you're in school, you have crazy work stuff. Like, I know that it's real life. And once again, even though I say this all the time, I don't expect you to be perfect. Nobody does. And you shouldn't put those ridiculous expectations on yourself because you're never ever going to meet them, right? That's crazy. I have not hit every single Fitmas workout. I'm behind. Today I did the countdown, which was great. It was really challenging, but I haven't done Jose's workout from today yet. And like, I don't feel bad about it. I'll get to it when I can. And like, that's the reality of the situation. So today is rest day. And you guys deserve a rest day. I have to say that I think that Stretchmas was kind of a hit. So even though I'm not like prescribing it to you necessarily for today, if that's something that you want to start incorporating like once a week for the holiday season or once a week forever, I see it as being so beneficial. Quinton and I have now had 3 Stretchmases where we've literally spent the evening watching movies, some Christmas movies, some not. What did we watch the other night? Oh, we ended up watching The Ugly Truth last night because it was on Netflix. It is actually the most disgusting and sexist movie of all time. But anyways, we stretched through the whole thing and I just have been feeling more mobile than ever because typically it's like I'm pretty consistent with my stretching, but I don't spend enough time really sinking into my stretches and really getting the most out of them and allowing my body to relax into the stretches. So it makes a huge difference. So if tonight you have time, if with your kids or your partner or your friends, you can watch a movie, then like try to stretch through it or try to stretch through as much as you can. It makes a big difference. The things that I want to talk to you tonight about, number 1, about round 5. So as you know, registration opened up today. And I'm sure you're pretty freaking annoyed with me by talking about it so much, but I hope that you guys know that the reason that I talk about it so much isn't just because I like need to make money. It's actually very unrelated to that. It's the fact that I truly and deeply believe in what the Fit Girl Gang is all about and what we represent and how we can make an impact on women, that I am desperate to push it out to as many people as I can in the world. And that's the truth. And the reality of the situation is I only have so much reach. So the reason that I express so much gratitude to you guys and I rely so much on you guys to like share it with your sisters and your friends and just whoever about it is because I know that I can't do it on my own. And I also know that based on your feedback and how you feel about it and just like the impact that it's made so far in this past year, I know that it's real and I know that I'm not making it up in my head. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited about round 5. I think it's going to be huge. Obviously, as you know, the big 2 components that are to be added are TFGG Mama and TFGG Travel. So I've talked about them a lot already, but they're going to be quite big. We're shooting all new like big exercise reference photo shoots for them and like videos for them and everything. TFGG Travel is really something that's been requested from you guys for so long. It's like one of the big questions that I get from girls is just literally, can I join Fit Girl Gang? I'm backpacking right now. Or can I join Fit Girl Gang? I'm going to Mexico for 2 weeks on vacation. Like, it's all this stuff where it's like they feel like they want to stay on track and keep themselves accountable, but like they don't know if their situation will allow them to do it. And so that's why I created this, because I feel like it's really easy to like throw all of your training out the window when you go away. And like, I'm someone who fully believes in indulging while you're exploring the world, like fully. But at the same time, I want to give you like easy, simple ways that you can actually like stay on track and push yourselves and like just feel like yourself while you're wherever you are in the world. So it doesn't matter if you're like staying at a hostel with like 18 people in your room, which I have done many times. It's not the best. I wouldn't do it again. Or if you're staying in a hotel room or resort or whatever you're doing. So the way that it's gonna work for TFGG Travel is it's basically like all of my best like healthy travel tips and tricks to like stay on track and feel amazing while enjoying yourself. So that is one part. And then the next part is the actual workouts. So the workouts are divided into beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And each one has 5 different workouts. And then those workouts are like what you rotate through as you're away. Because you don't need like a full progressive program while you're traveling. And all you need with a program is a band. So I'm feeling super pumped up about that. The next thing is TFGG Mama, which I've really been talking about because I'm so excited about. It's going to be a completely separate Facebook community for moms to talk and connect with the things that only they can really truly be there for each other for, because they know what it's like, right? They can offer support and advice and insight, and they can just like fucking be there when things are really tough. And to be honest, I truly believe that being a mom is the hardest job in the world, and it's not something that I can relate to. So I want to give you guys a special place to kind of just like connect. And then it's also a postnatal training program. So it's a 10-week program, once again, that is all done at home. It's quite short workouts. So they're all they're like approximately 30 minutes each. Some are very short though. And they progress just like the regular TFGG program, but it's minimal equipment. It's quite light, and it's really intended to help you feel like you again after pregnancy, and keeping in mind that you have like a crazy busy schedule and a new baby. So that's the idea behind those. And I just want to say thank you so much for all of your support in this launch of round 5. I say that I couldn't do it without you, but it's like, I hope you guys know that that's what I mean. I really couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much. I'm now gonna have a big chug of water and apple cider vinegar. I bought a new bottle today of apple cider vinegar, and it was a new brand. And I was like so embarrassed because I want to like feel like an independent woman who can like do whatever I need to do. I could not get the lid off. I guess that's like a theme today with the wine and the apple cider vinegar. I was like twisting and twisting and twisting. I took a knife to the apple cider vinegar to try to like it off. Didn't work. Had to wait 4 hours till Quentin got home. It wasn't my best moment, but I guess the wine moment was worse because we ended up with this, so whatever, that's okay. The thing that I want to talk to you guys about today, other than round 5 and other than all this stuff about the holidays, is defining your own reality. We need to talk about it, okay? And we need to talk about what it means and how it affects you and your life. The truth is, we create the world around us as we see it and as we see ourselves and our place in it. And that might sound a little wooey to you, but I need to explain what that means because it's something that everybody does. Let's just say that I'm a woman that exists in the world that is similar to me. I'm still 25 years old. I still live in Winnipeg. And I don't see myself as someone who's on an equal playing field as everyone else. I'm constantly questioning my own actions. I feel like I don't belong in certain situations. I beat myself up about the way that I look and the way that I act, and I feel very unworthy a lot of the time. I feel like it's embarrassing for me to go in the gym. I don't want to go to parties. I just don't like being out. I don't want people to like see me or judge me or laugh at me. As soon as I perceive myself as that, it doesn't only shape the like altered, it doesn't create like just an altered view of who I think that I am. It then creates this like mean, judgmental world around me that is completely fake. And I'm sounding so wooey right now, and I know that, so I just want to back up and acknowledge that like I'm so aware of how I sound right now, you guys. But the reason that I'm talking about this is because I have been hearing from so many of you lately, really, really emotionally, about the way that you feel that you look, about the way that you feel that you're being judged, or the way that you feel like you're not worthy of something or someone. And I need you to know that at the end of the day, you are the only one that is in charge of defining your reality. The way that you feel when you leave your house or when you're chilling in your house doesn't really matter. You are going to shape how everything around you is experienced. So if you go to a party, let's say that you're going to a fit girl gang party. Maybe it's big, maybe it's small, but let's say that you're going. And let's say that you walk in there thinking like, I don't deserve to be here. I don't know anyone. Everyone's staring at me. They're all judging me. They're all talking about me behind my back. Then the world becomes cruel. Because you are insecure, the world becomes judgmental and cruel and doesn't accept you into it. And we actually make other people out to be meaner than they are because of our own insecurities. And I think that this happens in so many different situations in life. Let's just take a certain career, okay? Let's take, what's a saturated field? Let's take a makeup artist, okay? There's so many women in the world that are so talented at makeup, and it's become an industry that's grown so quickly over the last few years. And let's say that I'm a makeup artist, and I really, really am nervous about the amount of competition that exists around me because so many women are also makeup artists, right? It's just the nature of the industry, just like personal training. So all of a sudden, I see these other women that are also makeup artists as not just other people that are skilled in the same thing that I am and are passionate about the same thing that I am. I see them as mean, negative, and trying to take away from what I have. I see them trying to steal my clients. I see them trying to break down my brand. And I see them as trying to be my competition in not only a makeup artist, but in every other component of being a human as well. Right? But it's my own insecurities that are projecting that onto them when really they might be wonderful people. They might be so excited about the fact that like they have something in common with you, or they might be so empowered, like they might want to empower you as someone who is passionate about the same thing as them. And the reason I'm talking about this, and yes, I know that it is so wooey, is because I need us as a community in the Fit Girl Gang to realize that we are so powerful and that we deserve to be where we are in life right now. And you deserve respect, and you deserve respect for yourself more than anything. And if you don't feel good about who you are and what you're doing, and know that you deserve to be anywhere you want to be, and you deserve to have confidence in every single situation that you're in, then it's only you that loses out. Because the rest of the world doesn't even notice. The rest of the world isn't necessarily perceiving everything as dark and mean and cruel and judgmental. We only do when we feel weak and when we feel like we're not supposed to be somewhere, right? And I really hope that this is connecting with at least one person that is watching this, because this is something that's so important to me. And I really, really just want to get across that it matters so much that you own who you are, and that you know that like you are worthy of feeling confident, having fun, going out wherever you want to go, and that the rest of the world actually doesn't give a fuck. And that's the truth. Everybody is so worried and so consumed with themselves and so consumed with how people see them and what they're doing with their lives and what their passions are and what their goals are, that like they aren't thinking about you the way that they are. And recently there were some women that had a really hard time with photos of themselves, and we were talking about it, and it really hurt me because it made me so sad that I saw so much beauty in them, and that I saw them as strong and confident and amazing. And like I looked at them with so much respect and awe, like truly, like I could not look up to them more. And so hearing that they saw things differently and that they were embarrassed literally broke my heart. And I will get emotional with this, and I'm going to choose not to, but I just think that like we all suffer from like breaking ourselves down so much that like we don't even see what's real anymore. We only see this like altered, super fucked up view of ourselves that is so self-critical that like everything else kind of circulates around it and nothing else matters. So I will wrap it up now, and I will stop being so intense, so wooey, so emotional. But if there's one point that I can get across to you today, it's just that I really truly want you to know that like you are in charge of the way that you perceive yourself and the way that you perceive the world. And I really want to challenge you today. It's a rest day. We don't have any, like, there's nothing that you are forced to do today in terms of going to the gym or an activity or anything like that. I just want you to focus on how do you see yourself and how do you perceive the world in terms of how the world sees you. And that's all. And I think that you guys are amazing. Do a stretch miss if you have time. And if not, just focus on you today. Do some self-care. It is Sunday. And know that I'm thinking about you and love you lots.